Good morning, you're watching Newsbeat.
Here's a look at what we're working on today. The Chicago Teachers Union has set a date for a possible strike. We'll tell you when it is and how it will affect students.
President Donald Trump loses an important round in his fight to keep his tax returns private, while a judge cleared the way.
And Chicago's iconic Museum of Science and Industry is getting a new name. Newsbeat starts right now. Good morning, I'm Kayla Zelenz.
And I'm Lara Dasick. We begin with breaking news. Fire destroys the historic Masonic Temple in Aurora. Take a look. You can see the intensity of the flames and smoke coming out of the building. This is at the corner of Benton Street and Lincoln Avenue. It took almost 8 hours for firefighters to put out the flames. At 1,400 ComEd customers lost power. The Lincoln Masonic Temple was built in 1922, but it's been vacant for some time. It was listed on the National Register for Historic Places in 1982. While the case of the fire is unknown, it's still under investigation.
Also this morning, Mayor Lori Lightfoot said she's ready to work 24/7 for a deal to avoid an upcoming teachers' strike. The Chicago Teachers Union says they will walk off the job October 17th. The mayor gave an update on contract negotiations at a press conference Monday morning at City Hall. Lightfoot says Chicago Public Schools delivered an offer to CTU on September 27th, but what they got back from the union did not address core issues like staffing and compensation. Lightfoot accused the union of not having a sense of urgency.
We are willing to go full bore 7 days a week for the next 7 days or however long it takes to get a deal done. But we need to have a written counteroffer from the union.
CTU wants smaller class sizes, better pay and benefits, and more staff at schools. Last week, the union was joined by Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders. If CTU strikes, more than 360,000 kids will be out of school.
That's quite a lot. And then in and out in minutes, 3 men steal a 250-pound ATM from a local smoke shop. It happened Monday morning at the Smoke Times Tobacco Shop in Wicker Park. You can see the masked men dragging the ATM out of the store. A third man enters the store, appearing to help rip the cord. Police say the men also stole more than $1,000 worth of tobacco products. The owner says this is the third time his place has been robbed, but this time they got away with the whole ATM. So far, no one is in custody.
CTA train riders beware. Police say pickpockets are working overtime. Nearly a dozen people targeted in just the last few weeks. Police say thieves struck State, Jackson, Dearborn, and Wabash. One suspect usually distracts people while the other takes a wallet from a handbag or someone's pocket. All the thefts have been between the hours of 2 p.m. and 11 p.m. So be careful out there, and if you know anything, contact police.
Chicago's longtime parade coordinator, Richard Pfeiffer, has died. Chicago's longtime Pride Parade coordinator has passed, and according to Tim Fry, his husband of more than 45 years. He started organizing the parade in 1974 and has been an activist in Chicago for more than 50 years. Pfeiffer has received praise from openly gay Mayor Lori Lightfoot. He is honored in the Chicago LGBT Hall of Fame. So far, his cause of death is unknown. Richard Pfeiffer was 70 years old. The Chicago Pride Parade celebrated its 50th anniversary in June. A new coordinator has yet to be named.
Really curious to see how the Pride Parade's going to change.
Yeah, and I know every year there's a lot of people, so hopefully it still has that energy and that good flow going.
Definitely.
Without him.
Still to come on Newsbeat at 11.
President Donald Trump's tax returns may become public after all. A key ruling next.
I'm Peter, and there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends.
Come on in! Help yourself to anything.
That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ache than never. To learn more, visit SaveTheFood.com.
If you don't fix them, sparks from dragging tow chains could cause a wildfire, and that could be scary. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Tomás es muy buena gente. Es más, míralo. ¡Qué dulzura! Buen trabajo. Espera, Tomás, ¿qué estás haciendo? ¿Qué tan egoísta e inesperado de ti? Tomás, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué?
U.S. troops are leaving Syria as Turkey plans to attack the country. The White House gave the order on Sunday. The move drew rare criticism from Republicans, while Democrats are also voicing concern. Some say it's seen as a betrayal to Syria's Kurds, who've been allies to the U.S. in the fight against terrorist group ISIS. Although the U.S. is pulling troops back, officials insist the country does not back a possible Turkish takeover of Syria.
We may soon find out if President Donald Trump will have to turn over his tax returns. Yesterday, a New York federal judge denied the president's request, calling it an overreach of executive power. The president has been trying to block a subpoena by the district attorney to release a year of his tax returns. The office is investigating if any New York laws were broken when hush money payments were made to two women who said they had affairs with Trump. The president has been fighting to keep his tax returns under wraps since his first presidential campaign.
Bernie Sanders' campaign says the presidential candidate is in good health, despite suffering a heart attack last week. This video of the 78-year-old walking out of a Las Vegas hospital Friday. He was admitted days before after complaining of chest discomfort during a campaign event. Sanders was treated for a blocked artery in his heart. He's been recovering in his home state of Vermont. Campaign aides say Sanders will attend next week's Democratic debate.
Still to come on Newsbeat at 11.
A big chance coming to one of Chicago's well-known attractions, how one Democrat has made a major impact. We'll tell you about it coming up.
I'm Peter, and there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends.
Come on in. Help yourself to anything.
That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ache than never. To learn more, visit SaveTheFood.com.
If you don't fix them, sparks from dragging tow chains could cause a wildfire, and that could be scary.
Hi, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Tomás es muy buena gente. Es más, míralo. ¡Qué dulzura! Buen trabajo. Espera, Tomás, ¿qué estás haciendo? ¿Qué tan egoísta e inesperado de ti? Tomás, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué?
First, the Wills Tower, now the Museum of Science and Industry, another Chicago attraction, is getting a name change. After a $125 million donation, the museum will now be named the Kenneth C. Griffin Museum of Science and Industry. Griffin is a Chicago philanthropist and founder of a hedge fund called Citadel. This is the largest donation the institution has ever received. The name change could take up to 1 year to become official.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month worldwide. The campaign brings people together from all around to spread their support and raise research dollars towards the deadly disease. In our area, Chicago police are showing their support. Take a look. All month, CPD officers will be supporting pink patches on their uniforms. About 450 other police departments nationwide are participating and wearing pink patches, bringing awareness to the cause.
Also today, it's that time of year. The McRib is back. More than 10,000 McDonald's restaurants will have the limited time sandwich available to purchase. They are not available everywhere, but we did find this location at 144 South Wabash selling them. To find out if your store has the exclusive McRib, you'll have to check McDonald's app. If you don't like the McRib, it's also the season for nice pumpkin spice latte.
Yes, I've been waiting for this time of year all year.
Pumpkin spice.
Yes.
They have everything now.
Yes, well, this week is off to a gorgeous start. So let's take it on over to Stephen. What's going on?
Thank you, ladies. I must say, all that beautiful sunshine that you are projecting inside the studio is wonderfully reciprocating itself outside. We are currently beautifully sunny. Our temp is 60 degrees. And a little unusual for the Windy City, but our winds are at 8 miles per hour. Next, we're going to take a look at our area forecasts. And our area temperatures all are in the mid-60s to the high 60s. To our dear viewers in Indiana, Valpo is the high, 68, coupled with Gary as well. And then where we have home to one of our beautiful airports in Chicago, Midway, is also at 68. The rival airport for Illinois, 67 at O'Hare. Coming up next, we're going to look at tonight's forecast, and it is very similar to right now, with the exception of the sun. We have the moon. We are at 59 degrees, and we will be clear, and we will also have winds, interestingly enough, the same at 8 miles per hour, although this time they are not northwest, they are simply west. So coming up next, we're going to look at our 5-day forecast. And 5-day, it is a true mixed bag. With having said that, we have rain, we have sun, and we have plenty of clouds. Wednesday, we have a high of 69 with a low of 57. Thursday, we are at 70 and a low being 53. Friday, I often say rain comes with pain, and our temperatures plunge more than a huge double-digit degrees for the high, just simply coming in at 57 and the low being 40. Saturday, we have some clouds partially there, the high 48, 41, and then Sunday is when it is sunny. 54, the high, and the low of 44. Sunday fun day. Ladies, what do you have in store?
So far, I don't have anything in plan or in mind, but it looks like it's going to be clear. It looks like it's going to be a clear weekend and sunny, so.
Exactly, and there's plenty to do in October. You can go apple picking, pumpkin picking.
Yes.
You can
dry
just
weather for that. So.
Yeah, you can even just stay inside and have a nice cup of hot cocoa if you want to.
You're planning that?
I don't know what I got going on yet,
there's
but
so many options.
there's so many options. I just don't know what to do. All right, coming up on Newsbeat at 11, the Bears went across the pond to take on the Raiders. Look at what went wrong.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. Do you see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
Fantastic. So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah. Bro?
Is there something wrong with this food? Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
Great. It was good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit savethefood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
Another ugly game for the Bears this weekend.
Yes, I didn't watch it, but I heard about it. Luckily, we have Naomi here to fill us in.
Yes, guys, it was definitely an ugly one. It wasn't all tea and crumpets for the Bears taking on the Raiders in London on Sunday. In what was supposed to be Khalil Mack's revenge game against his former team, the Bears defense went into hibernation. The Raiders stunned the Bears from the opening snap, building a 17-0 lead going into halftime. The Bears made it interesting in the third quarter, scoring 21 unanswered points thanks to a trio of stellar catches. But despite their offensive explosion, backup quarterback Chase Daniel threw an interception with 2 minutes remaining, leading to a game-winning touchdown for Oakland. The Bears are on the bye week next week and will face the Saints in Week 7. While the Bears season is in full swing, the Bulls are just getting started. The Bulls' fresh faces were in the center spotlight last night in the UC against the Bucks in their first preseason game. The second-round draft pick, Daniel Gafford, wasted no time introducing himself to the rim. Gafford put up a 12-point, 3-block performance that included 2 highlight-worthy dunks. Meanwhile, the Bulls' rookie point guard, Kobe White, put on a performance of his own. White showed flashes of speed and passing intelligence, scoring 12 points and dishing 1 assist. They'll face Zion Williamson and the Pelicans in their next preseason game on Wednesday. And real quick, the NFL Players Association filed a grievance on behalf of Antonio Brown, who is seeking nearly $40 million from the Patriots and the Raiders. Jay Gruden became the first NFL coach to be fired this season after Washington lost their first 5 games. And former Cubs manager Joe Madden is expected to interview with the Angels in Los Angeles, where he spent 31 years of his professional career.
Thank you, Naomi.
No problem.
It's a lot of sports going on this week.
A lot of sports stuff we got going on, you know?
Yes.
And sorry about the Cubs, but let's go Bulls.
Right, yeah. At least we got one team that we're rooting for that's still doing good.
Go Bulls.
And that's it for Newsbeat at 11. I'm Laura Disick.
I'm Kayla Zelenz. For Stephen Mazer and Naomi Edwards, have a great day.